from the fence and tells it, zip up your pants, quit peeing on the fence. You're not going to get there, so just stay where you are. Hi everyone, I'm Woody Boo, and I am back with kind of a comparison video, but also a review. And this is a house, I don't think I've reviewed anything from them, even though I did have one of their fragrances once upon a time. So these are a couple of perfumes that I had been curious about. I have liked a couple of perfumes from the house, but have not been blown away. But I'd heard good reviews on one of these, and then I thought, well, I want to try the original as well. And that is Prada Luna Rossa. And I believe these are marketed towards men. I'm not sure. I kind of see it because I think lavender, heavy lavender, is one of those notes like leather that I can associate as more of a masculine aroma, but not necessarily. It depends on the notes that are surrounding it and supporting it. So anyway, I knew I'd love Luna Rossa Sport, and I found it for a really cheap price. I don't remember how much, but it was 50, 60 bucks, maybe not even that much, might not have been that much. And I wanted to get just a decant of the original, the regular Luna Rossa. And I want to talk about them both and kind of compare them both and see how much similarities they are. So in case you're wondering, if I have one, should I buy the other? And la 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 la. So I figured I'd start first by just talking about Prada Luna Rossa. And this is, of the two, the heavier in the lavender department, in my opinion. This one is a fresh, almost citrusy kind of a lavender. It's kind of a cool lavender. That's why I kind of get this refreshing vibe from it, is because it is a cool lavender. It's very pretty. It's very unisex in my opinion, but I see how some men and some women could think that this is probably supposed to be for men or masculine identities, but I don't think so. I don't know that it's one I would wear because it is a little too lavender heavy for me, but it's a sweet lavender, a sweet, fresh, citrusy, cool kind of a lavender at the top. Luna Rossa regular is just lavender and mint and bitter orange, sage, ambrette, and ambroxan. Between the lavender and the mint and the sage, when that first develops at the very top, you can get all three of those, and the bitter orange, but those three in particular feel like, at first, they feel like kind of a breathy fog. It goes from being this fogginess, this breathy fogginess that's in the air, just the lavender and the sage and the mint. And when the other notes, the bitter orange is there, it kind of gives it substance, gives it some mass. And then once the ambrette and the ambroxan kick in, it's like that fog is pulled down and anchored to the ground. So you get some earthy notes in there as well with the dry down. It's really nice. Hint sweet, a hint fresh, and I like it. I'm not in love with it. I don't find it to be exceptionally original. I don't find it to be exceptionally inviting. I don't find it to be a big statement maker. This would be a kind of perfume that would be good for work, for real casual daytime events, I think. It's nothing to be offended by, and I don't think it would be anything that would cause coworkers to need to get written up by HR for harassment. So, you know, it's nice. And I might give this to my husband just to see how it smells on him, because you add the musk of your partner into a perfume, and that can change the whole thing. Then all bets might be off. Might have to get a full bottle in that case. So, but for me, no, I probably won't wear it. Performance on it is okay. It's moderate. It's probably, I've only been wearing it for about 4 or 5 days, but I would say anywhere from, well, with 2 sprays, 4 or 5 hours pretty easily. And then it becomes a skint scent. A skint scent. Jeez, I make things so much more difficult than they have to be. A skin scent for another hour or so, and then it's just gone. So now Prada Luna Rossa Sport. Luna Rossa Sport's a different animal. This one I like very much. And it's just lavender and vanilla and tonka and juniper berries and ginger. This is so different than the regular Luna Rossa. I don't know why they call it sport though. So Luna Rossa Sport to me though is really close to being in gourmand's land. I mean, it's so close it peed on the electric fence and got a shock from it. But it never hopped over and joined the revolution. So it's still very wearable in a variety of situations, and I think times of year as well. Because like I said, it never makes it to that gourmand. I think because of the juniper berries and the lavender, it kind of pulls it back from the fence and tells it, zip up your pants, quit peeing on the fence. You're not going to get there, so just stay where you are and knock it off. And I just love it for that. The vanilla lavender tonka combo at the top is beautiful. The lavender keeps it. It's not airy and breathy and foggy like the regular Luna Rossa. This one has a lot more substance. This has a lot more going on, in my opinion. And the very top is a really beautiful, well-blended combination of those 3 notes, the tonka, lavender, and vanilla. And then once it dries down, it doesn't even get to the dry down. It starts happening before the dry down. Within 20 minutes or so, the ginger kicks in. And I think the juniper just adds this coolness to it, to where it's not, it would never be on the outside of a bakery or anything like that, peeing on the wall. It has to be more out in the open, peeing on that gourmand fence, because it's very breathy, it's very airy compared to gourmand perfumes. Does that make any sense? I could swear there's a little bit, now I'm going off of Fragrantica, so I don't know, but I could swear there's a little bit of woody notes in there, a very warm, not a sandalwood necessarily, not necessarily a powdery cedar, maybe kind of a moist cedar, just really lightly in the background in the dry down. Oh, this is so pretty. And I think it's completely unisex. I don't even know if they're marketing for men, but they shouldn't, because that's ridiculous. It's completely unisex. Now this one, I think, is still very versatile as far as the time of year that you can wear it. I think you could wear this year round. Because of the lavender and some of the other notes, the juniper berry and things like that, it never gets thick, heavy, cloying, anything like that. It's like a sweet, slightly cool lavender with some substance to it. And I really, 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 really like this stuff. Do I love it? I'm on the verge. I've only had this for a week. So I've only worn it once or twice more than the regular Luna Rossa. But the price is crazy on this. I don't remember what it was. And this is a 50 ml bottle, but it still was like 40, 50 bucks, I want to say. Maybe close, give or take 10. I'm sure that's what it was. And it's got a crazy cap. I don't know what this is. It's a weird thing, and I don't like it. But at least it doesn't spray the perfume when I put it on. So, and it has all these warnings engraved in it saying, don't hold it by the cap when you pick it up. Well, no shit, Sherlock. Oh, but wait, I have done that a few times and dropped a bottle or two, so I shouldn't judge. Whoops. The performance on Luna Rossa Sport, I think, is better than the regular Luna Rossa, but not by a lot. It's like, I would say 6 hours, maybe a little more, give or take a half an hour with Luna Rossa Sport on its longevity, and that's 2 sprays. As far as projection, I think at the very, very beginning that the regular Luna Rossa projects a little better, because I'll spray them on at the same time, and as I'm sitting there waiting for them to dry down, I can always smell this one dominating over this one just a bit until 15-20 minutes in, and then this one totally takes over. It's much more, this one's much more up and down as far as its performance goes for me. It makes a real spike to where it'll perform really well, it'll project well, and then it comes down quickly. Whereas Luna Rossa Sport, to me, kind of goes up and stays more steady and for a longer period of time. It's kind of the hare and the tortoise sort of situation. So it's wonderful. So I'm not going to get a full bottle of this unless my husband can rock it and knock my drawers off. This one, I am definitely glad I blind bought this. I saw so many good reviews on it that I just had to. And Luna Rossa Sport is much sweeter, in my opinion, than the regular Luna Rossa. I definitely prefer Sport over regular Luna Rossa, hands down. But if this is great on my husband, I end up buying a full bottle on it, I'll let you guys know on that as well. I bought this at a discount perfume store, so that probably had something to do with the price, because I'm sure if you tried to buy it at, you know, Nordstrom or something, it'd be a crazy amount of money. So, okay, that was it for kind of a quick review and comparison of Luna Rossa Sport and Luna Rossa by Prada. So, thank you guys so much for being here. I'm just floored by this. I took a year off a couple of times, which I wish I hadn't, but I did, because I had a lot of things going on in my life. My grandson, my son were living here. There was craziness happening in my life, craziness. But they've moved out. My life is very much more simple, and I am going nowhere. So eventually I want to be like a perfume encyclopedia, almost a video version of Fragrantica. As far as, you know, reviewing so many perfumes that if you want to find a perfume, figure out what it smells like, I want you to just find it on my channel, and if not, let me know, and I'll try to get a sample or a decant or even a full bottle and do a review on it. So that is my goal. I am going to do a perfume history video, though. I'm really into history these days. I think the older you get, the more you are into history. I don't know why. Because when you're young, you look forward. When you get older, you look back. I think that's probably why. But either way, I am going to do a kind of a abbreviated version of a history of perfume. And just for shits and giggles, you know. And because I love history. So, all right, thank you guys again. I'm just thrilled to be here. I'm thrilled you're here with me. And I hope you come back again, because I'll be here. All right, don't forget to like and subscribe and ding the bell and comment if you want. If you don't, it's all good. I still love you. Use your nose. Happy October and happy Halloween. Peace.